What is going on, guys? My name is Joe Mills. Welcome to my channel. If you are new here, consider subscribing and clicking the bell icon, and that way you'll never miss a video. What we're going to be doing today is, well, I'm basically going to be running you around a new product that I've been sent from a company called First Tunnels Polytunnels. Now, these are the same guys that sent me my big tunnel that I've got on the London plots. It's the tunnel that features in the introduction to nearly all of my videos. And what this is behind me that they've sent me is a mini version. So I'm thinking of using it as a bit of a mini greenhouse, or kind of like a cold frame, just to start off a few seeds. As the allotment plot, I will walk you around, but the allotment is actually coming along now. So it would be quite nice to have somewhere we can, put seedlings. There's still more to come out of my car to walk down to the end of my plot. I'll lay it all out and I'll show you what they include in their kit. Now, this does cost around £100. If anyone is wondering, there will be links in the description, but again, this is not a sponsored video. They've basically just sent me this like they sent me the first one, so I could just show you guys what's in the kit and how easily it can go together. So one of the reasons these kits are sort of on the higher end of the budget is because of their build quality. All of the parts that they've included in this tunnel actually match the parts that they included in my big tunnel. They are made of really tough stuff, shall we say. So they have included a parts list, a full polyethylene cover, but you can also have net. I'm not sure if they include the net option on the smaller tunnels, but they definitely do on the bigger ones. But it's always worth checking out, so there will be links in the description, as always. Now, the parts bag comes the same as it did with my big one, in quite a strong bag, and everything's individually packaged and labelled. We've got an instruction booklet and a parts list here, so we can just make sure that they've included everything we need to put this together. As you can see here, guys, everything is indeed individually packaged, and this is what I'm talking about in regards to strength. These are the corner clamps for the timber. Basically, it sits on a timber frame, and yeah, they are impossible to bend. They are really strong, really good quality, and yeah, should withstand some strong winds, much the same as my larger tunnel has. So once these tunnels are up, they are indeed up. They are built with tough stuff. So yeah, providing you put it together correctly. So what I'll do now is I'll just run through the parts that I've been sent and just, tally it up with the list of parts to make sure that everything is actually in the box. And then I guess we'll just strip all the packaging down and see exactly what we've got to work with. These are the parts that we're working with. We've got our very tough and durable polyethylene cover. We've also got our hoops. I think this is the main stem that joins the hoops. We've got some battens of wood to help the cover basically attach nice and tight to the end pieces, which should be our frame. So I'll have a quick look through the instructions and then yeah, go make yourselves a cup of tea, put the kettle on, and join me as we put this together. For joining the hoops together, they've supplied these self-tapping screws with the hex head on the top, and they've also supplied the 8mm bit that just sits inside your drill, just like that. And then this allows you to drive the screw straight through the metal, joining the two hoops. We'll go over and I'll show you exactly how it works. So we take our two hoops. I'm just using this old door just to make sure that they're level, or levelish, just to keep them upright basically. And then we'll take our drill and our little self-tapping bolt, and we'll just join it on the outside piece here. Just like that. Before we screw the frame together, we just want to check it's square, just by taking a tape measure and measuring from each corner to each corner. And when you get the same measurement, then you know it's square. And they've supplied me with some corner clamps and brackets to go in the corners. I've started these two corners and then stopped so that I could do the other side and basically show you how this little kit of parts actually holds the frame together. So what's in the bag? Well, not only does this join the wood together, but it also joins the hoops to the wood. I'll get it all out and I'll explain. So this part here will sit in the corner, just like this. And then this little U-clamp will sit through it. And there's enough gap all the way around for you to insert your hoop in the corner and then basically tighten the whole thing down. Now the timber does not come pre-drilled, so you are going to need a few tools, one of which is going to be a drill with a bit on the end that's, you know, about the same size as the bolt. And you're also going to need either a socket set or an adjustable spanner or pair of pliers, really. Anything just to tighten down the nut towards the end. Anyway, I'm going to pre-drill some holes and then clamp the corners together. And they do include nails as well, pretty long nails, just so you can drive through each corner just to give it added strength. To secure the hoops in place within the timber frame, I've just inserted it through the little U-clamp here, and then we're just going to pop on a washer and tighten on a nut just to hold that in place. To attach the ridge bar, which is this piece here, they have supplied a bracket which sits just over the hoop, and then it's designed so that this piece slots through here and then you just tighten up the clamp. But what I've discovered is that this bar looks, or appears to look, too short. The problem I seem to be facing right now is that when you get one of the end hoops, you know, level and straight, it's pulling the other one out of alignment, meaning that both hoops are being pulled inwards because the ridge bar that sits across the top does not appear to be long enough to have both ends sat upright. Now I've been racking my brains as to, you know, where I've gone wrong, and I've gone back to the instructions and I've built this by the book. So all I can think of is that this is designed to lean inwards as you get to the top of the hoop. Now for me, it's not going to be as square as I would like. So yeah, if I just demonstrate here what I'm talking about, I mean the camera tripod's a little bit out of alignment, but if you can see this bubble here, it's pretty well centered, and I'll just walk round and I'll show you, how much the other side has been pulled out of alignment. Well guys, I don't think we need a spirit level to show you how much this is out by. So yes, I could pull this ever so slightly this way, which would obviously knock the other one out of alignment, and I could find a balance between both of them being angled the same. Instead of doing that, what I'm going to do is basically manufacture my own pole extension just with something that I've got lying around on the plot. That way I'll be able to square up both ends of the two hoops and have something that looks quite aesthetically pleasing and that's square. This is the roll of tape that was supplied with the mini tunnel. I might need a little bit more. I have got some with me, but we'll see how we go. All we're going to do now is just tape off the ends, just so when we pull the cover tight, it doesn't sort of catch and tear on any of the rough spots of the tubes. The next thing I'm going to do is drive the nails just through the side wall of the piece of timber there into here, just to sort of close this gap off and lock the whole frame together. As you can see guys, it's closed that gap off nicely. So there's not much left to do now, apart from just carry on driving the nails all the way round, and then we'll get to the cover. So guys, that worked out pretty well. I'm just grateful that I had a pole to basically just adapt and make it work with the existing ridge bar that went across the top. Now that it's all sort of put together, all that's left to do is get the cover on. This is the finished product. This took approximately 4 hours from start to finish to put together, and yeah, I'm mega happy with it. If I just lift this up, you'll be able to see that I have indeed left a bit of a lip of the polyethylene cover, and the reason for that is I do plan on coming back later on in the week and putting on a second piece of wood just to act as a second anchor. Now guys, if I just run you down inside it, you'll be able to see that I wouldn't even call it a repair, but the extra length of pole actually allowed me to get this thing pretty level. Now it is almost drum tight. It's not completely drum tight the whole way round, but as this thing contracts in the heat and the cold weather, it will be more than usable. So yeah, there we go guys. I will be putting this on top of a hinged bed, and that'll allow me to sort of just lift it up pretty easily to gain access inside. There we go guys, that is the end of the video. Like I say, I'm mega happy with this, and what I'll do over the next few days is I'll bring some seedlings that I've got from home, including some of the Roma tomato seeds that are currently still growing on well, but they could do with actually going outside now. So yeah, if you're not subscribed to my channel, please consider subscribing and clicking the bell icon so you never miss an episode, and I will see you in the next video. Take care guys, stay safe and have a lovely day. Thank you.